Hey guys, Coach Josh here for P4S Golf. Today's workout, we're switching gears a little bit and going into a concentric phase. So in our triphasic training, we've hit already the eccentric phase for a month. Second month we did isometric, where we kind of did that pause at the bottom. Now we're working on concentric, or that conversion to power phase, where we're working through the whole motion, trying to develop a little bit more speed and power. So we're gonna actually introduce a cool tool. It's a simple tool, but we're gonna use the strength bands to accommodate the resistance, to try and maximize that sort of stretch reflex down through the bottom of the squat, or the bottom of the pressing motion, or the bottom of the deadlift, generating some more speed and power and strength through the entire motion. So I'll give you cues on how to do all those exercises. We just have to modify that using the resistance bands a little bit. All you're gonna need equipment-wise is some dumbbells, various weights, probably moderate to heavier dumbbells for the goblet squat, and a little bit lighter for the split squats. We're gonna use our strength bands as well. So have those handy. You're gonna need a mini band, and you're also going to need a slam ball, preferably one that does not bounce. If you've got one that is bouncy like a basketball, test throwing it down into a pillow or something to make sure that it doesn't bounce back up at you. All right, so let's get into the workout. Starting on your back here, we're going into our typical starter, a glute bridge. We always got to make sure we engage those glutes, okay? From here, we get those things firing by pulling the heels towards you so you can tap the heels. And then we're gonna drive the heels through the floor, elevate the hips for a second and hold it, and then down, tap the butt back down, keeping that core engaged so the lower spine does not roll down, it just stays in the same alignment. We're just simply hinging from those hip sockets, okay? We're doing 6 of these. There's 3, hold, 4, just 2 more. Just wake those guys up if you wanna give them a little punch or a poke. They should respond by you. They should feel like, okay, things are firming up there. That's what we want, all right? Make sure that you can feel the glutes actually engage. Next exercise, we're gonna take that same bridge and march it out. So we'll come to the top here. Make sure your shoulder blades are down. You can press the backs of the arms into the floor for stability. That's fine. It's gonna open your chest up a bit. Now we're gonna pull one knee to the chest. Hold for a second. Make sure you feel that glute engage. Come down, switch sides. Drive the other heel through the floor. Pull the knee up. Feel that glute work. Here we go, 6 on each side. Here's 2. Make sure you hold for a second, stay up, and pull that knee to the chest. 3. And 4. Should really feel that you're keeping those hips up, nice and level. There's 5. 1 more each side. And 6. Okay, fantastic job. Just roll onto your side here. We're gonna hit those internal rotators in the hip here. We're gonna bend, you can kind of bend the top knee. Bottom knee can be straight or just a little bit bent, okay? From here, we're gonna try and rotate this thigh. So I'm keeping my knee bent about 90 degrees. I'm gonna rotate the thigh down and in towards the floor. So that's that internal rotation we're talking about. Make sure your pelvis, when you do this, is stacked level, so we're not kind of rolling back and forth like this. It stays straight. This hip is straight on top of the bottom hip. Rotate, and then just do a little kick. Drive that heel up and back a little bit. Should really feel this in that glute. Return to the start position. So it's rotate and kick, down, rotate and kick. 6 times. Here we go. There's 2 and 3. Really, you can feel with your thumb here. 4. Rotate, knee down, squeeze it up. 5, and again, 6. You should really feel a lot of squeezing going on in that glute, okay? So from here, we just do the other side. Again, laying down so you can support the head here. From here, we've got that top knee bent 90 degrees. Hands on the pelvis to make sure it stays stable. Rotate that knee down, and then try and squeeze and kick that heel back. Okay, there's 1, 2, rotate, kick, 3, 4. Should feel those hips burning by now. 5, squeeze it, and 1 more. Turn and kick up and back, all right? So from there, we're gonna flip just onto your front here. And wanna make sure you're on your tummy here. You can put a towel down
under your head if you wish, okay? Main thing here is I'm gonna take my two fists and put them on the floor. I'm gonna squeeze my shoulder blades together, pull them down and squeeze together, squeeze them together enough so that it pulls your fist just off the floor. Reach back, straighten the elbows. Now we're gonna try and keep those shoulder blades pulled together and trying to hover the hands, bend the elbows, see if we can get those hands clearing your butt and your lower back. And then slowly circle overhead, trying to get the hands over and behind the head. Okay, we're hovering the whole time if you can. Let's try and do 6 reps here. We're not arching from the lower back to do this. We're squeezing your shoulder blades together. Breathe steadily here. Try not to hold the breath doing this. Nice and slow. There's 3, so just using gravity and the weight of your arms, trying to get the upper back really working here. Just 2 more. Waking up these muscles all across the upper middle back. And 1 more time. Bring it overhead. Excellent. So we're in a shoulder cars prone position. So you should have found that probably pretty challenging.
Let's transition up to a kneeling position here. And you'll just need something for balance. Okay, you could even do this facing a wall if you like. That's totally fine. All right. Just so you guys can see me, I'm gonna hold this out in front of me, okay? But you could have both hands placed on a wall for balance. That's totally fine. From here, I'm just gonna spike this into the floor. In this tall kneeling position, I'm gonna take 1 hip, shift weight over to this side, and then I'm gonna try and circle this hip up and around, and then back. So I'm doing 6 on each side. I'm gonna stick on this side, circle, lift it up, and back. So it's like a hip car, but in a tall kneeling position. There's 3, lift it up, rotate it out, bring it back. There's 4. Squeeze it up, you should be feeling the hip muscles and your core. 5, and 1 more. And bring it back. Let's try the other side here. So get set. Again, hands either on a wall or a golf club, spike it into the floor. Tall kneeling position. We're going to bring that knee off the floor and rotate it. Bring it up and around, hover it off the floor, bring it back. Try and squeeze that hip up and around. There's 3. You might find one side is more challenging than another. 2 more to go. Get those muscles in the hip active here. There we go. All right, let's go into a kneeling position now. So from here, I'm rocked back. From here, sitting back. I'm going to press the hands down into the floor here. Hand on the forehead, on the temple behind the ear, and you're gonna push through the floor, reach towards the sky, push down through this arm and reach back. Hold that end range for a second or 2, and come back down, elbow to elbow. Exhale, push, elbow to sky, elbow to elbow. Open up. 3 more to go. Reach back. Open up. Awesome. 1 more time. And open up that trunk and T-spine. Great job. So let's switch sides there. Again, I'll show you here so you can see. As you reach back, main thing is we're not leaning to the side. You want to keep that trunk centered between the knees. We're not leaning over to the side. So really important to make sure that we push through this bottom arm to rotate, as you can see here. Elbow to elbow. Elbow to sky, elbow to elbow, exhale, push through the ground and open up, down, elbow to sky, 2 more times, push, and 1 more time, and reach, push, there we go. So there's our reach back. Okay, we're gonna come up to a standing position here. Get a mini band now. So I'm gonna take that mini band, bring 1 foot in, bring the other foot in. Okay, we're gonna do some butt burners here, but we're gonna add a little trunk rotation to it. So I'm gonna go from my right to my left. As I start to move left, okay, I'm gonna take a little step and a little step. As I step out to my left, I'm gonna turn my trunk to my right. So as I step out, I'm gonna rotate and then step in a little bit. Step out, step in, turn, and back to center. 10 each direction, rotate. 5, 6, 7, 8. Feel the hips working. 9. 1 more. 10, then we go back the other way. Here we go. So I'm gonna step out to my right and turn left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Feel those hips working. 8, just a couple more. 9, and again, excellent. All right, so not done with that mini band yet. We're gonna do some squat prep here. Bring the feet close, slide that band just above the kneecaps. From here, feet are between hip and shoulder width apart. Screw those feet into the ground. And from here, I'm gonna come down into my squat, and we're gonna go with the right leg in and out 10 times. 2, 3, keep the big toe down on the floor. 5, 6, use these hip muscles to rotate that thigh out. 8, 9, and one more, 10. And then you can stand up, take a little rest for a second, get ready to do the other side, down to basically the bottom of your squat position, and rotate by screwing that foot into the ground. Push that toe into the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 more to go. 7, 8, just a couple more. 9, and 10. Excellent job. All right, so feet together. Let's get that mini band off. We're gonna get the shoulders, trunk warmed up a little bit more. From here, take the hands, and we're gonna curl the fingers around there, just almost like you're gripping a golf club, golfer's grip, but the knuckles are gonna come by the temples here. From here, we're gonna do what we call elbow fly. So my elbows are gonna work, try and press them in together. I'm gonna try and pull them back as far as I can. So as we do that, your chest is opening up, your head is not forward. Think about ears being pulled back, and we're squeezing back as far as we can. So you should feel the shoulder blades pull back, and then keeping them back, press together, and then pull back, press together. Pull back, press together. 6 times, 3, 4, hold it there, hold the squeeze across your upper back. 5, and one more. Squeeze back, excellent. 6. So now, keep the elbows together if you can. So really press together here and bring the elbows out in front of the chest. And now we're gonna try and do like a V press. So I'm gonna press the elbows together and try and pull the wrists apart as much as I can. That's external rotation in the shoulder. If you can't get them together, you can even put a block or something between them or a little ball. Press together and bring them apart if you got really wide shoulders. But we wanna press together and pull those hands apart. Wrists apart 6 times. There's 3, 4. Should feel those shoulders really working here. 5, and one more. 6. Excellent job. All right, should have felt the shoulders really getting warmed up there. Now we're gonna finish off with what we call a cross crawl. Cross crawl, elbows are out to the sides, just bent a little bit. Standing tall, you're gonna bring opposite elbow and knee as close together as you can without slouching down. So we're gonna drive the knee up, drive the elbow across. If they don't touch, that's fine, but get them as close as you can. Okay, we're gonna do a total of 10 each side, total of 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drive it up. 6, 7. Stay tall. Okay, 10 more. Drive those knees up, stay tall. 2 couple more each side. There we go. Excellent job. All right, so you should feel warmed up, ready to go. All you'll need is a moderate dumbbell, something that's gonna challenge your squat for about 5 reps. Now, keep in mind, we're adding a band for resistance as well on top of the dumbbell. So I would maybe use the same weight you'd been using for squats previous, or maybe just a touch lighter, okay? Because we're adding some of the resistance from the band. All right, so when I've got the band here, this one is 1 inch thick, okay? So you can start with that, or if you can start with one that's maybe 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch to test it out. All right, key here when we get into the band, you can drape it over the head and step down. That's one way to do it. Or you can go the opposite way, step on it and pull it over your head. Either way is fine. Just make sure the band, okay, is not twisted too much. It's right underneath you, and it's kind of pulling, you can see here, just at the bottom of my neck and shoulders. I don't have it way high up here. That's too high up on the neck. You can see it's putting a lot of pressure there. So make sure you don't want to be in this position. Get it down so it's kind of resting across. Feel like it's about like a backpack strap type of thing. That's where they're gonna sit. All right, so from here, I've got make sure the dumbbell's in front of you before you do that. We're gonna get set up. Let's pick the dumbbell up. We're gonna do goblet squat here. All right, so for 5 reps, it's a 1 second down, 1 second up. So this band is gonna assist us down into the bottom, take advantage of that stretch reflex and drive to the top. Here we go. Down, drive through it, up, down, drive up, down, drive up, and up, 3, 4, and 1 more, drive it up. So getting that speed through the motion, that's where this band is gonna help us to get out of this. Set the dumbbell down, bend down, right over the head, okay? So make the band slack so you can easily take it off. Now we're going to do a split jump. We're gonna hop into a split jump. Does not have to be a long stride. So it's not a big hop, it's just a little hop to here, and then we're going vertical, okay? So it'll look like this, boom, up, all right? So I'm gonna do 5 with the right foot forward and then switch. Here we go. Boom, up, use those arms, boom, up, and we land feet together. 3, quick off the ground, 4, boom, 5. All right, so fully extend off the floor, drive those feet through the floor as soon as they touch. Boom, up, left foot forward. There's 2, and 3, and 4. One more time, and 5. Excellent. All right, next exercise, we're gonna use that strength band, probably a slightly skinnier one, for our banded push-up now. So we're gonna try and get some speed through the push-up. You can, if you've been doing your push-ups on an elevated surface, I would just probably try and, as we're progressing in strength, maybe try and move down to something closer to the floor or on the floor. Try and work your strength that way. If you're already on the floor, this is the progression. Okay, we add the resistance band like that, right across the upper back and shoulders, hooking it around the thumbs, okay? We're gonna go down to the floor now for the push-up. Once I have the band in position there, just bring the hands onto the floor. Get the chest right over the hands. Gonna do 6 push-ups here, 1 foot back. We're ready, and again, it's 1 second down, 1 second up. Drive it up, down, drive it up. Try and get the chest to touch the ground. Push, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you can really keep that plank posture. If that band was too heavy, again, use a lighter band for that push-up than you did for the squat, okay? Upper body's not as strong as the lower, so use a skinnier band for the push-ups, okay? Now we're gonna grab your medicine ball, come back up to standing. All right, so from here, get in your golf posture, okay? Hips back, trunk is hinged forward. I'm gonna show you this way so you can see though. I maintain that posture. My one hand is gonna start on top of the ball, the other hand underneath. Again, try not, if you have a medicine ball ideally or a slam ball that does not bounce, that's what we want. If you got one that bounces, try putting a thick couch cushion right between your feet, test it out, see how much it bounces. The last thing I want is for this thing to come back in your face. From here, rotate a little bit with the trunk. I'm not rotating the lower body a lot, keep it stable, and we're going to slam it down into the floor. That's another reason we do not want a bouncy ball, is because my arm is driving down, so I don't want the ball bouncing back up into your hand, okay? So from here, load, drive it down into the floor, drive it down into the floor. 5 on each side. Here we go. 2, 3, maintain posture. There's not a lot of up and down here, just turn a bit, right between your feet. 1 more on this side, and let's switch sides. 1, slam through the floor, 3, 4, 1 more time, and 5. Awesome job. Okay, so there was our single arm slams. If you need a break, now's the time. Get a drink of water, hit pause. I'll be right back waiting for you to start round 2. Same 4 exercises. We're gonna do this for 2 more rounds. So grab your dumbbell, get it set in front of you, get your resistance band. If that first set felt easy, either up the weight or get a thicker band if you don't have a heavier dumbbell, all right? So again, from here, you can put your feet in and then bring the band over your head. I like getting the band actually over top of here first, getting it placed here, and then we can just pull down on the band like so. Step in with 1 foot. Once you've got 1 foot in, it's pretty easy to get the other foot in place. Again, make sure your dumbbell's nearby. From here, now I can come back down and get the dumbbell, bring it up into that goblet position, okay? Holding it here, breath in on the way down, exhale up. We got 5 reps, here we go. 1 second down, 1 second up, and drive through. Keep that core braced, there's 2, 3, 4, and 1 more. 5, drive it up, excellent job. All right, dumbbell down first, then while you're down here, just bend, drop the head down, and we can drop that band off. All right, easy exit from the band. From here, we go into those split jumps, okay? Right foot forward, and then we jump. Hop into that split stance, boom, up, 5 on each side. 2, split jump, 4, 1 more time, 5, excellent work. Let's switch it up. Left, forward, 1, 2, quick off the ground, 3, 4, and again, 5. Awesome job. All right, so let the heart rate come back down if you need to. Again, based on how your first set went, you can get a lighter band or a heavier band if you need it for the push-up. It's not gonna be as thick as the band you used for the squats, okay? So this one is either 1/2 inch thick, maybe 3/4 if you're really strong in the upper body. Again, hook it around the thumbs, bring it around the back. Let's transition to the floor here. So it's right beneath my shoulder blades. I get down to the floor, place the hands here, get them set just outside chest width. Get my feet placed, chest right over the hands. Here we go, 6 reps. Boom, boom. 1 second down, 1 second up. 3, 4, drive through the push-up, 5, and 6. Excellent job, all right. So there's your push-up down. Find your medicine ball, slam ball, back up to standing. Get into your golf posture, butt stays back. Again, we don't want a lot of up and down. It's just a turn and slam. Ball stays against the chest, rotate and slam. 3, 4, right between your feet, and 5 on each side. You can see here, load it, boom, right between the feet. 2, 3, 4, 1 more time. 5, excellent job. Okay, great job, guys. There's round 2 down. Fantastic work. Again, now's the time if you need a quick break, totally fine at any time. If you feel that the heart rate's just getting a little too high and you can't catch your breath, hit pause. I'll be waiting here when you get back. So just listen to your body, okay? Don't have to give yourself a heart attack here. We're trying to get stronger, but sometimes we got to give yourself just a little bit more rest if you need it. All right, round 3, we're gonna start. Again, those banded squats. Get your dumbbell straight out in front of you. And then we're gonna get the band set over top of the neck, place it where your backpack straps would sit, pull it down, step in, get that right along the middle of your feet, hit the chest up, dumbbell's right in front of you already, come down and grab it, here we go. I'm set, core's braced, here we go, 5 reps. There's 1, drive through it, 2, 3, 4, 1 more, 5, excellent work. All right, set the dumbbell down first. While you're down there, duck and release the band. Excellent work, guys, keep it up, we're almost there. Split squat or hop into that split squat jump. From here, right foot forward, starting tall, split the stance, quick off the floor, 1, 2, high as you can, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's switch sides. 1, push through the floor, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent job. So you can see how we're really trying to build speed now. Pushing against the resistance of that band, get you through the sticking point of the squat, and now driving those feet down to the ground, increasing those vertical down forces is what's gonna help you push through the ground and hit longer drives. So let's get back to our push-up here, banded push-up. Again, if you're not down, to the floor doing push-ups yet and you're on an elevated surface, try and find something that's maybe halfway between where you're at now and the floor. So you could be going from a desktop maybe to a bench, okay? Or seat of a chair, something along those lines. So try and progress getting closer to the floor for your push-up. So now, hook it around the thumbs. We're going just at the bottom of the shoulder blades and heading down to the ground. So here, get that hand placement just outside chest width. All right, get the body set, chest between the hands. Here we go. Exhale up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more. Push through the sticking point, 1 more, 5, that's 6 actually. Here we go. All right, fantastic. Find that medicine ball. We're almost there. Get in your golf posture. Ball on the chest, one hand right on top of it. Load it by turning and then slam down into the floor. 2, 3, 4, one more time, getting that arm speed. 5. Excellent. All right, here we go. Switch it up. Load. So not a lot of lateral back and forth. Stay centered here. We're just going to turn the trunk, slam it down. 3, 4, and 1 more. 5. Excellent work, guys. Whew. All right. So that is our first round of exercises. 4 exercises done for 3 rounds. Fantastic job. If you need a quick break, now's the time. Just hit pause, get a drink. I'll be waiting here when we get back for our second set of exercises. So, slightly skinnier band, maybe the same width you had for the push-ups would be a good place to start. So with this band, we're gonna do a split squat with the band and a dumbbell, but you can see I've got this band over just 1 foot now. So now, imagine you were gonna slide into a bag that was just like a messenger bag or a purse. If you had it on one side of your shoulder like that, that's how we're going to get into the band. So it's all over one shoulder and then over the opposite foot, okay? So from here, my dumbbell's right here, okay? I've got the other foot set back about that far. My knee should be able to get down, almost touch the floor just behind that heel. And again, make sure that this band comes not here. You want it outside the butt, okay? And then I'm gonna grab my dumbbell. We're gonna hold it. You can either hold it here or you can hold it just outside this leg. Either one's fine. All right, so from here, I'm gonna make sure I've got room here. Weights over the front foot. So get your chest over top of that front foot. Here we go. We're gonna do 5 on each side. Sorry, 6. 1, 2, down and push through it. 3, 4, 5, and 1 more. 6. Excellent job. Okay, so now to switch sides. From here, over the other shoulder. Grab the dumbbell here. And got that foot forward, other foot back. Bring the heel up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 more. 6. Excellent job. Okay? So from here, again, set the dumbbell down and then bend down, just slide it off the shoulder, bring that down. So now, make sure you've got some room left and right. We're gonna do a speed skater exercise here. So this one, we're gonna start on one side, push across. This is what the movement looks like. We're loading into that hip, drive across. So you can hop across. It's okay if this foot touches for balance, but then you're gonna drive, push across here. That's level 1. Start there. Level 2, no touch, right back, no touch. And then if you want to increase the challenge, you just jump further. But you've got to be able to stick that landing. All right, so we're going to do 6 on each side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more each side. 3 more each side, I should say. 4, 5, 1 more, 6. Excellent. All right. Catch your breath if you need to. Let the heart rate come back down a little bit. Grab your band, okay? Just over the shoulder from here. Get it under your foot first. Make sure you got a dumbbell handy, okay? If you need to increase the weight, or you can use a tighter band from here over the shoulder, like so. And then grab the dumbbell
it's on the same hand, okay, as the side of the foot that's forward. Chest over the foot, 6 on each side. Down, up. Get that back knee as close to the floor as you can. 3, if it just touches, that's fine. 2 more, 5, 6. Drive it up, okay? From here, again, bend down, just get that off the shoulder. Switch feet, okay? You might have to put your dumbbell down, that's fine. Put your foot on it, get over the other shoulder. I bring this arm through, over the head, okay? Make sure this part of the band gets behind your butt cheek. And then I've got this foot forward, this foot back, as you can see. From here, chest up, weight over the front foot, down, up. 6 times. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 more. 6. Awesome job. Okay? Bring that band off the shoulder, and then we can dispose of the band. Sorry, just discard the band off to the side. Here we go. Now, speed skater. Again, find a level that works for you. I like seeing the toe touch for support. If you stuck every landing, all right, then you can, boom, no touch, no touch. That's fine. Either progression, but make sure you can absorb the energy and push back without losing balance, okay? Here we go. 6 total, or 6 on each side, 12 total. 1, 2, push across. 3, quick side to side. 4, use those arms. And 6. Great job. All right, so that's 2 rounds down of that. Catch your breath if you need to. We're gonna go down to the floor for some core work. From here, find the ground, slowly come down, and bring it onto your back. From here, take a few breaths. Got the heart rate, come back down if you need to. We're gonna do what's called a reverse crunch, okay? So from here, we're going to make sure we got our feet up, hold there, knees above the hips, okay, hands down. All you're doing here is using your lower abs to try and roll that pelvis slowly under control. So it's not a knee in and out, that's more hip flexor. I'm keeping my knees here. Just gonna try and use those lower abs. You can even jab them with your fingers here, right beneath your belly button. We're trying to squeeze there to pull the pelvis this way, towards, up and towards the belly button. So your tailbone should just come off the floor, and it's a controlled motion. We're not swinging it. There's not really any momentum going on here. We're gonna do 8 times. 2, control it. It's a pelvic tilt. If you feel that you're struggling with this, just put your feet down and work at getting this pelvic tilt happening with the feet down. Okay, that's level 1. Control it on the way down, no swinging. Your lower back shouldn't really lift off the floor here. Just the tailbone as you come up. 6, 7, and 1 more. 8. Fantastic job. All right, so we're gonna flip onto your front here. Disassociation plank. So from here, hands are close together. So make sort of a triangle with your index fingers and thumbs. Thumbs are about 1 inch or 2 apart. So not a wide position in the hands. And from here, we're going to bring the feet shoulder width apart. I'm gonna try and swing an arm and shoulder back. So I'm gonna keep my pelvis level, push the feet into the floor. As I bring this arm back, I'm pushing it behind me. And then that same side, the knee, right knee comes across. So it's arm, right knee, left arm, left knee, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2. 8 on each side. There's 3. And across. Reach back. 4, 5, 5. Almost there. 3 more to go. There's 6. Dig in, just a couple more left. 7, and reach back. And left side. 8. Awesome. Whew. Should have felt the chest and shoulders there. Slowly come on, flip, come onto your back. From here, again, get the shoulder blades down away from the ears. Brace the core, knees up, trying to roll the pelvis and come back. Roll the pelvis. Again, if you're having trouble doing that and you feel like you're kind of just swinging and pulling your knees in like this, we don't want this. Your lower back, this part of your back should stay flat to the floor. If you can't having trouble with here, just roll the pelvis with your feet on the ground. So we're not having to hold the weight of the legs. Just get that control in the lower abs here to make that pelvis roll this way. Okay, you can start there if you're having difficulties. Otherwise here, control it so we feel the pelvis slowly roll by you squeezing the lower abs. Again, if you don't feel it in your lower abs, bring the feet back down. Control it, down slow. 8 times here. There's 5, 6, 7, one more, and 8. Great job. All right, take a breath, flip it over into those disassociation planks. Again, hands are close. That gives you some stability underneath you. If I go too wide and try and lift an arm, then you're gonna be more tippy, okay? So keep the hands under the chest. So when you go to lift the arm, you stay a little more centered. Your feet, on the other hand, can be a little about shoulder width apart, all right? So from here, right arm first, right knee across, left arm, left knee, there's 1. Shoulder back, knee across, there's 2. Reach back, drive through. Reach back, drive through, there's 3. Closing in on it, here we go. There's 4, halfway there, almost done. Come on, push through here. There's 5. Reach back, drive through. 6, reach back, drive through. 7, last one. Reach back, drive through. And left side. All right. Well done, guys. Good job. Really, really well done. So there's our first workout in the concentric or conversion to power phase, using the bands to accommodate that resistance, get more speed and explosiveness through the whole movement. That's why those bands are such a great tool. So again, do your recovery workout or your mobility on the days in between, okay, these workouts, and I'll see you in part 2 of this phase.